Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a purple smoky eye to show you guys. We're going to be doing things a little differently. First, we're going to start out with your eyes instead of foundation.
So I'm going to be using concealer as my eye primer today. I just put it all over both eyelids and smooth it out. And then I have a little trick up my sleeve. It is Scotch tape. I know it sounds crazy, but we're going to be using this as a guide for eyeshadow and eyeliner. So just go ahead and put it under your eyes and line it up to your eyebrows. Surprise, surprise, here comes my absolute favorite eyeshadows, the pressed shadows. These have eye primer in them, so they're very pigmented and they last long throughout the day. They're absolutely amazing. Everyone needs them. So to start, I am just taking my deluxe brush, putting it into Timid and tapping that onto both eyelids. I will be using this as my base transition shade. Then I will be taking my blending brush, dipping that into Astute and taking that on the outskirts of both creases. I put it on the outskirts because my eyes are a little bit hooded, so when I open them, I want others to be able to see the eyeshadow. Now with that same brush, I'm going to be putting it into Gullible, which is just a darker brown, and going right over top of Astute. So this just transitions things nicely into a darker brown while staying nice, smooth, and blended. Switching up brushes, this is my new absolute favorite eyeshadow brush. I don't know how I ever lived without this. This is a crease blending brush. I'm going to take it, dip it into Legendary, and then I'm going to do just that. It goes right into my crease. I'm going to make sure to be holding my brush at the end of it so I have a soft touch and just smoothing it all up and down my crease. Now we're back to the deluxe brush. I'm going to be dipping that into Idealistic, and then I'm patting that on to my eyelid. I know I'm patting it and not rubbing it back and forth because I really want that pigment to stick. Now this is where things get really fun. So I'm going to take that deluxe brush, again, I'm going to spray it with my setting spray and dip it into Credulous. So you spray it with your setting spray because it's going to make your shadow more pigmented. And if you have glitter, it makes that glitter really, really stand out. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to pat it right over top on my lids. Now it's time to take off that tape and look at that gorgeous line that leaves. And just like that, it's time to do face makeup. So I am breaking out pretty bad right now, so I'm going to start out with concealer. I already have primer on, so I don't have to worry about that. I just put it all over my blemishes, use a damp beauty blender to blend that in, and then it's time for foundation. I am using our liquid Mineral Touch foundation. It is a medium coverage. It's a liquid that dries as a powder matte finish, so it's incredible. So I just put 5 drops on my brush, smooth it around my face, then use that same beauty blender to blend it all in and get rid of harsh lines. Then I take my concealer and I use that as a highlighter. This concealer is 2 shades lighter than my foundation, so I put it on my under eyes, I put it on my nose, and on my chin as my highlighter. We're going under 'cause the spell, just say the word. I feel your love. Boom, clap, the sound in my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on and boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me, come on. After I have it all over everywhere that I need it, I'm going to take that same beauty blender and I'm going to blend that right into my foundation. Next, I'm going to take my setting powder. I'm going to bake. So I take my beauty blender, I dip it into my setting powder, and I kind of just cake it on to my under eyes. This is going to help me prevent creasing, and it's going to kind of like diffuse my under eye bags that I have. Then I'm going to do eyebrows. I don't have to do a lot with them, so I just take my little brush, comb them out. I use a pencil liner. I just outline them So my natural eyebrow shape, I outline them and then I fill them in with that same one, with that same pencil, and then I brush it out. Next, I'm going to take that same concealer that I used to highlight and outline my eyebrows with a eyeliner brush, then blend it out. Now I'm going to take a powder brush and wipe away all of that setting powder. Now I'm going to contour. I take that same powder brush and I use a pressed powder foundation in about 3 shades darker than my actual foundation to contour. So I kind of go in an E shape. So forehead to cheekbone to jawline. Super fast, super easy. And then I go down the brim of my nose. It's like lose 5 pounds quick. Next up is blush. I have a blusher brush and then I just do that normally. Now I'm going to be using a powder luminizer, which is the highlighter. I take an eyeshadow brush actually, and that's what I use to apply it. I apply it to my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and the tip of my nose. Now is time for lips. I always recommend using a lip exfoliator when you're done with your foundation. Put that on, rub all that gunky stuff off before you do lipstick. Make sure you have a clean, nice surface. I'm going to outline my lips with pouty lip liner. You can fill them in, you can just outline them. It honestly just depends what you want to do. Today, I just outlined them because I kind of want an ombre look. I'm using Opulence lipstick in Well To Do, which is a true nude. And I totally skipped some steps for some reason. I wasn't paying attention. So we're gonna go back to the eyes and we're gonna do eyeliner. I'm using Perfect Dip and Draw eyeliner to make that awesome wing. And then I am using a pencil eyeliner in Perfect to line the bottom lash line. Now I'm gonna take a crease brush and I'm gonna dip it into Astute and go on my bottom lash line to kind of smoke it out. Take that same brush, then dip it into Legendary and just go right over top of Astute. Next up is mascara, my absolute favorite mascara of all time, Epic Mascara. It is just that. It is epic and everyone needs it in their life, for real. All right, give me just a second to do my hair and I will be right back.
Okay, and there it is, you guys. Super fast, super easy. Anyone can do it. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you guys get notifications every time I upload a new video. And look, make sure to post it on Instagram, #KaylynnJoCosmetics. And I will see you next time.